Howdy.
Hello, and
That wasn't 10 seconds.
back. Caught us off guard. It's jump scare.
Listen, he said 10 seconds, counted, and then 5 seconds went by, and here we are.
I gotta pull up my notes.
You don't even have your
real
notes there.
quick.
Welcome,
Yeah.
everybody. We are back. It's 8 o'clock, Shane.
It is. I feel someone like an alarm clock just went off.
Yeah,
I've been
no.
reactivated. I've been sitting here dormant for an hour, but we're back. We're about ready to get into our second game of the night.
Yes.
Going in Val Yellow versus Ithica College Blue. Should be exciting going in on Haven, which is apparently a map that this team, they've talked about being very comfortable on. They've been
They said
scrimming it a lot.
all week.
Yeah.
Those are the words of Godell. All week. You don't say that unless you're confident.
Yeah. So I think that, especially after that game on Ascent, they have
yeah.
to be feeling good. That was a really, really great showing. And then also, it's not like they've been taking a break for the last hour. They've still been, playing, keeping their hands warm, things like that. Like they're going almost essentially from that last game directly into this one. So it should be exciting to see how they perform here.
I will say, I do see their PCs from here. They are an agent select.
Oh,
So we're heading into the map sooner rather than later.
all right. Let's go ahead and hop into that in just a second. But looking at these, or looking at Haven, Haven's like a very weird map. It's got
Yes.
It plays very differently from a lot of the other maps just because of the layout, and so you see a lot of compositions that are a little bit different from other ones. And particularly interesting is that over here, Godell playing Astra. That's not something you see every day anymore.
It really is it almost has come down to a preference thing for controllers really on some maps. Some teams prefer Brim, some teams prefer Astra, some teams are leaning on that Omen like Wakatoshi here for Ithica. I believe they're playing against it. I have to say it now. I'm going to say his full name once. Eat. Incredible name.
Yeah. This is also a Neon map, which
Yes.
is fun. I think a lot of maps where you can actually run Neon tend to be kind of neat with how fast she can pull off rotations.
Yes.
She just opens up a whole another side of this map that's really, really interesting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think that the speed of it, I think, is a big deal when some of the rotations for the attackers in particular can be long. When you have the ability to attack 3 different sites and the defenders have to be split in some ways to deal with it, right? I think now, sometimes you just put a chamber trip on one site, and that's it. That's how you're going to deal with people pushing that. But because the attackers sometimes have to do these long rotations, like if you're playing a short and you're like, all right, maybe I should go play mid-window. That's kind of long. You have to go all the way back and all the way up through having Neon again, so you kind of mess up those timings is a big deal. And I got to say, with the Frenzy in hand, Eat X4.
Yeah, Eat 4.
Eat 4 is... They're going to have to be aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want to do with this character. You just want to, really, really abuse people who may be a little bit too comfortable with the actual times that you meet up at some of these choke points, and really just push very, very aggressively here. Actually take a lot of forward space very, very quickly by just sliding through. And an off angle of Peachy, nice right click, and we'll take down Masuka as well, downing 2 through the post. Now running in, Eat 4 will be able to get him with the Frenzy in full flash, finds his 3rd kill. Peachy goes down. Now 2-on-2, Eat finds the 4th. Mamra, the last surviving member of SNHU Yellow, has to get in there. The spike is not planted. The spike is out in the open. And a Neon could just run right by it and snatch it if given the opportunity. But Ithica right now are playing slow, waiting for maybe some of these cooldowns to come back up. We're going to get the recon dart back. You're just waiting for Mommer to play a little bit over-aggressive here, but they have 40 seconds. This timer is ticking down. Still plenty of time for this tension to build.
She knows the spike's down. She knows she can just play time. She knows she can listen, maybe, or even let them get that spike. But Recon's coming out. This is going to be what covers their approach.
30
to
seconds
spike.
left.
Mamra just not peeking, and they didn't even get it yet, but they're trying to cover it. Finally, the Neon uses the dash, grabs it, and they're going to be pivoting straight out of it. Mamra obviously has the read on this. Going to meet them, but actually, they have to assume that this is going to be it. Right, back to the spawn. You can already see the Sova potentially.
Spike planted.
Meter here, but though, right over the box. That headshot angle. Tommy Cronin finds Mamra, and Ithica gets the
Yeah, that was a very, very awkward angle for Mama to try and get that shot off there. Tommy was just really in a great spot where just his forehead was peeking over, and not a lot that could be done there. Very good positioning from Ithica. Very good use of their time there. waiting on the clock for as long as possible, and then just being able to rush in, grab the spike. Those are situations where Neon is pretty good. It's when the timer is ticking down and you need to be somewhere immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Just being able to
now.
get that rotation. And I think the wall, the fast lane specifically, was great for kind of mixing them up. They didn't realize where it up, but the stun, Suka pushing off of it. You can see the stun effect on Icarus, but can't get the kill. Spectre is just too strong on that early push as Tommy Cronin finds Godell on the side.
Unfortunate, just pushed up past his rendezvous, couldn't take back that fight, and when he got the Amra now not ready for Wakatoshi to come through with that Spectre. A gun diff right there. Ty pushing through, is able to get the kill. No trade comes out right away. But Peachy and Ty go down, and Ithica are going to find their second round right there.
Honestly, probably the worst player they could have killed.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they're going to have... They have the most cash on the team, as you can see here. It also has their ult already, so they could just pop Neon ult this round instead to use that. Obviously not quite as versatile as the Tour de Force or the Blade Storm, but still, you know, pull out that Quake Live 90 LG and rush people down on site and find some value out of it if it doesn't drain your dash.
You know, it's surprising how much value you can get out of it just by, you know, taking confident plays and just trying to aim check people. You know, I can point this laser at you for 2 seconds and you won't shoot me in the head during that time, right? Like, it takes a, you know, it's definitely very much of an ego play kind of ultimate, but when it works out, and it does work out quite often, it can be very, very obnoxious to deal with.
Yeah, if they do decide to use it, obviously you can see Eat4 kind of hanging on to it at the moment and playing a lot further back. I mean, big change of pace, I think, for them here. Just holding, waiting for a push, maybe a default, kind of feeling out where SNHU might be playing at the moment. But an anchor still towards A with 3 sitting in lobby, making a move. Potentially, but again, still taking it slow, and both teams neither really want to push. The deepest angle right now is from Suka, just trying to see someone over in main, and all they're seeing is an angle that a trademark is covering.
Yeah, and they might be about to break in just a second. Already pings coming out. They've got about 40 seconds left on the clock. Coming down this timer is going to make SNHU get a little bit... That's sitting in one place. The Neon Ultimate coming out. The utility coming through DP in the corner. Takes down Septima and Wakatoshi, but the trade comes through.
30 seconds left.
Getting that ult kill, and Ithica has lost 2 players pushing into this. They still have the advantage in terms of player count, but Ithica are going to be able to get the spike in a very advantageous spot, just back up and play for long distance here. And Icarus, who's just playing right on the site, is ready to rendezvous out, take a very aggressive off angle, and be completely safe. Falling back to long. He actually shows up and he can get out of there, but Mommer will stop him before he's able to go back. Now pushing around, getting into the site. Tommy finds Ty, but Godell trades it right back. It's just Eat in the smoke. The smoke goes down, and Godell's ready for it. SNHU are going to get the defuse here. Are going to come back 1 point.
That was a solid comeback retake by them. I think they swing together off the right. Mamra with the initial trade there. They only lose 2 guns. But those first runs didn't go particularly well for them. You can see the cash they have on hand, not necessarily enough to buy. They might have to get for each other here. Suka's still holding on to that operator. They actually, well, they can get it. Okay, they Bulldog, light armor.
That's a
Guardian
good
actually. That's watch how that works. But overall, even though they lost the round, Ithica are doing pretty solid in terms of confidence. It's a very important round here. If SNHU lose this, they are going to be hurting in round number 5.
Yeah, and Ithica, I mean, right now they're already sticking to their trademark play here. Just running this very slow default, poking and prodding at SNHU. Still very, very early in this half. They still haven't gotten to see too much of how soon they actually play when they have full guns here. So they're getting that intel, of which they have plenty of means of doing so. Be trying to jump in here in this corner. They are going to spot out Suka, force him to rendezvous back. Ithica mostly starting to stack up on the west side of the map right now. Starting to gather around to see outside of garage. Just looking to get a little bit more intel before this mistake. But this is an off. Straight through here. It's going to leg Tommy. Suka's going to lose all of his armor, take a bit of damage, and health. Still alive, still holding on to this operator, which is very, very big. He can catch someone out through this window.
Teleport's ready.
If they decide to push up through SNHU's utility, but it looks like they might actually start rotating around. Maybe try and take this B take here as SNHU kind of start posturing over towards defending C.
They threw a lot of utility at Suka.
Oh!
Great crosshair placement by Zeptima. Finding Odell in the swing, those stars on it. But the spray from SNHU finds C4 on the way in.
Yeah, Ty's going to get traded out there. Wakatoshi making good on that. Ithica, they've got a few low health members in here, but as long as they're still standing, they're holding a big advantage. And they're going to rotate around to A, get themselves some time, give themselves some more defensive positioning. Icarus planting the spike in a very awkward spot that can be watched back. Oh, Hitachi caught. Mamra out at just the strangest angles. Playing so forward, playing that lurk. SNHU, they've only got 2 strong now. They need to push into here. Suka's got an operator, not exactly the tools he wants to be working with right now.
Are they going to save it? We'll see how Wakatoshi's oh. There. Peachy finds him, but Sawtooth, they know where both of them are. They're going to set up to play this post plan, especially with the time running down.
Oh!
They get it too! The falling spray! There's no way they have to have this recon. There's nowhere to hide!
Yeah, Suka looks like he's not going to have enough time to actually stick to T2. He's going to get for Rat. He'll be able to take down Septima. He's getting his money's worth on this Vandal before he goes out. Going in, gets the headshot. Overall, didn't matter too much. Ithica had already kind of put their lives down on the line to protect that spike, but was very flashy. It's got to be good for morale.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, both of them were hurting economically. Obviously, a win helps them a little bit now that they have all the cash they got back from that round, but still, I think all the kills they got are probably helping. It looks like SNHU might kind of lean into a very soft buy, maybe hero rifle, hands of Mamra here. What ultimates do they have to work with? I mean, they have Rolling Thunder, potentially that can go through, and it's actually only from the shadows. We talked about this last stream. From the shadows, thank you.
That's it.
I got a good memory from the shadows. From Ithica. Not great here, but SNHU, they popped the blue.
You want to play? Let's play.
Strong position on both sides of the map. You know, very aggressive already.
That Tour de Force is going to come out from Ithica. They're playing very forward. It's able to get a shot on Icarus. That was not on target at all, but the spread granted him that headshot there. SNHU able to find one. We'll trade 2 for it, losing that Blade Storm as well. While Ithica begins to rush onto A, breaking him. The rest of SNHU are all off-site. He's got a little bit of utility to work with, but not much weaponry. And Ithica are going to be able to sit back and just play at long range here. But Suka pushing forward. This is the first shot and eat. It's going to make him pay for that. SNHU, only 2 left.
You got to hit that first shot with your Pocket Guardian, or else you're going to get taken down there. It's just Peachy here with a classic, and I think that's the rush, but 1v4. They're so far away, but now they know Mamra. Oh, it's a great push there. The next one.
No way!
Players get the Vandal. Mamra is sticking, could not get that.
Oh!
Next is only one more player. Oh, she but he gets the spray down, Shane.
Ran out of bullets there in the gun. So unfortunate. Ithica are going to come away with that round, but what a comeback that would have been. That was a tragedy.
I mean, SNHU is making them pay for every single round. Never are they getting out comfortably with the investment in the bank looking to build on interest. You know, they are constantly losing guns and losing gun fights, which is helping SNHU's economy too. They're getting cash from that, but I want to see if the defaulty kind of slow counterplay changes up here for Ithica at all. Watching Suka now, watching no one's going to be here. Majority of the contest is happening over at C, smoked off early, and a slow workup in mid. Drone coming out, doesn't see anything. They know no one's aggressive, but now seeing no one in garage is going to get them a lot more information. They know they're maybe far back. They can either play mid, or they're actually pivoting even after that info. They could be walking into 2 close defenders here.
Yeah, they're just kind of trying to fan out a little bit, get some information on the right side of the map. They kind of have an idea of where people are on C, but if they push forward here and they're not quite ready for it, could meet the end of Godel's Vandal here as they all get stacked up here. I don't know, watching this angle, it's the jump peek. They don't see anything at the end of long. Are they going to be ready for Ty right here? They're starting to rush in. He checks the corner, goes down, and they find 4. Ty gets 3 kills. Godel finally goes down, but Wakatoshi's the last one left, and he doesn't get near side of Ty. Finds 4.
What a play from Ty over in the corner. Godel shoulder peeks, calls it immediately. Excellently done. The free updraft knowing that, all right, it's just Noman left. He hasn't spent any util. We know what's left here. We can see it on the replay, Ty. Excellent spray down there. Wakatoshi running. Does still get Godel. Only one gun lost for SNHU. What an answer
What
back
a monster.
into this game.
What a
And look,
monster.
even after all those rounds, they won basically in a row. They're stuck on a save.
Yeah. SNHU made all of these investments into these rounds risky ones. They lost, you know, while SNHU were losing rounds, they were dragging Ithica down with them. They were fighting for every single one of those credits spent. Playing back this time. Doesn't think they're going to fall for it the second time, but Godel's still playing pretty forward here. Has some utility left to work with still. Hasn't committed any of it yet.
Only 1 star down on C-Long, and they are hearing enough, I think, to know that they are not necessarily needed. But if they get cut noise, they start shifting back. You can see some of them playing window, some of them watching for aggressive flanks, but SNHU have not been interested in pressuring really hard on that side at all. They haven't been pushing C-Long, so watching for flanks is just slowing them down. But second guessing seems to be consistently the name of the game for them. Not this time, though. I say. Getting the rug pulled out from under me as they start to peek A-Long, getting some solid information. About to walk right into Godel. Might have a chance to have a hero moment similar to Ty here.
He's got right here, takes down Wakatoshi. Icarus is going to be able to trade it that quick. And to take down Godel before he's able to find too much more Ty, sending the crowd burst up. Not going to give any information away with that. Recon Bolt going to miss the shot coming through. Is Flash. Has to put forward once again. Taking shots to the fire. Will go down to Septima. Peachy trying to kill Akami as well, though. Has a lot of utility left to work with this, but hold on to this Rolling Thunder for a while. Very likely. Gotta see it coming out here. Gonna disrupt this plant. Bomber's gonna catch Icarus out. That's huge. That spike down. Septima finds 2, though. It's all down to Mamra. Septima is so low. He's gonna commit down, get this spike planted. Keep this timer going. 1 second later, and they wouldn't be able to find them. Mamra finds Septima. Now down to a 1 versus 1.
Area.
Recon Bolt's not going to reveal anything. This is a very limited window to look through, though. Not a lot of information on the situation. Here's the drop, and Mamra finds the final kill. That's the 3rd one of this round. SNHU going to find their 3rd point. What looked like a very, very bad first half coming out is now 4-3.
Shane, I know this might be 7 rounds in, but this might be the closest game of Valorant I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I have never seen a game as close as this so far, and I can only imagine it'll continue, but excellent clutch there from Mamra, taking down both players. Great information, obviously, on the location of the KO, and they knew that Neon had to be where the spike was planted, so great reactions from them. But now another full gun round here coming in. That was almost a great, that was a save round from them, wasn't it? So that was almost an excellent round from Ithica. It seems like every round is going to come down to some sort of 1v1 situation. Again, aggressive in B window. They have not peeked him once yet. And if they're gonna, it looks like it might be from a little bit closer, as early positioning taken in Garage. And Hunter's Fury now popped. Why? No info, really. Never mind, doesn't matter.
Mamra finds a kill just like that, takes down Eat from the other side of the map. And now Ithica, I mean, they've lost a player and they haven't committed any resources towards attacking yet. Icarus pushing forward here, good run into Godel. Ty's ready for the trade, though! Catches him running away. Things are still in Snoot's favor here, being a player up.
That was an excellent trade. Great bait there. I think Godel pretty much knew either I win this duel, no matter whether I win this duel or not, we know we're going to get the kill because Ty's playing perfectly to trade that one here. 4 versus 3 now. I think the number disadvantage. I feel like they haven't thrown out too much. Maybe just waiting for a knife to get a
Spotted it.
Playing, but they know someone in the garage. Are they going to pivot quickly and go to something else? Breachstone comes out, does not find anything. But it's here over in B, and time is running low. There's really nowhere to go at this point. They knife close.
Oh!
They're trapped at this point.
Suka invested all that gun. Septima full flash peeks the corner. Just a Ferrari peek, finds a headshot onto Suka there, takes down the sniper. SNHU, Peachy's nearsighted back here, and they see right into him. They've evened the odds somehow. It's just Ty and Mamra left, and they have to push through, wait for this dark cover to fall first. And Ty's going to go down, all down to Mamra, who can't find the hit. Septima and Wakatoshi fantastically played.
Perfect there. I mean, what else can you say? Literally, he could have done the same play with his eyes closed. That's how used to that gunfight he was. Septima, excellent push early on there. I think SNHU could have been done with being a little more aggressive than that. I mean, there was 9 seconds left. I heard the spike getting planted. You know that if there's people up, one person's planting, the other's covering them. I think you could double swing that. And I think that you're guaranteed at least a 2v1.5. One player's going to be a little discombobulated going in, but didn't take it that way. Wanted to take the post-plant fight instead. It just ended up going their way. As both weapon ults are popped by SNHU, this is a fight that fairly good economic round that they want to win. As we see them setting up here, drones eating each other
Enemy tag.
in the sky.
Actually,
They completely ignore each other, but at least they bare minimum, they know that there's a Sova on the other side of those corners.
Yeah, they got the bolt there. Suka, look how far Suka's playing up, though. He is potentially about to run into someone right here. Eat is right on this corner.
Does Eat slide through, though? That's the question. Does Eat just slow peek this, or does Eat walk through? They might see the gun first.
Oh! He toggled the zoom! It took the wrong time. He went to unscope, and it zoomed him in, and he wasn't able to get the shot that he was ready for. SNHU now down to 2 players.
With that forward depth, though, I think I like the read from SNHU, but it seems like Ithica might be second-guessing now. I like the idea of, oh, they got someone on A, they got someone forward on B, they might try to go towards A because it's so far away, and our defenders are probably going to be rotating. But I think Ithica realized, well, that's what Snoo's going to do. Let's shift over, go the other way, and now they have effectively a free sight only. Godel watching a fairly deep
30
angle
seconds
for them to
left.
deal with, but
Scanning ahead.
all this utility that's about to rain onto the site is going to give it away. We're going to see a quick pivot from SNHU as this recon hits, and it's the only one close by to make anything happen.
Uchi gonna get hit with that concussion.
Spike
Already
planted.
got look, it's a nice double full flash. Peachy finds 2.
Really ready.
Wakatoshi will make good on it though. Eventually
One
2
enemy
fallen
remaining.
teammates, but Ty
Shot by Ty.
put him right down in the ground. Just Icarus left. Cloudburst coming out. Gonna fake the fan push out. Mamra fantastically done. Finds the 1-tap and SNHU. Now bringing things back 4-5. And like you said,
It is over.
this match is so close. This scoreline, 4-5, like, is already enough, but each of these games is going down to, like, the final 1v1s or 2v1s.
I have already lived 1,000 lives, Shane.
Yeah.
I have seen the world fold and unfold in these 9 rounds already. I could not ask for a better game to kind of get started back in after our little. I thought maybe I'd be coming in a little. Oh, maybe I'll be cooled down. I went and ate some dinner, came
Yeah.
back. Nope. Absolute kick in the butt. Let's get them started once more. 5 stack. Over towards A side, might be walking right into Suka potentially with Evangeline, and also Suka getting aggressive. Suka's about to beat a lot of people if they push in, but they're all just waiting. This is when Arms is getting some wallbacks to get the out for free. That is so world.
That's free
information.
damage.
And a lot of free damage and a lot of free information. This could open the other side of the map for the players, but they're still playing slow. They expect that they're immediately going to go, all right, we're not going A. There is no way we're going A. So they're playing it slow.
Now holding in garage, Godel up here. Hasn't quite made contact with these people pushing up through mid yet. Does peek out.
Kados, be careful.
Whether or not he'll see something, unsure. He does spot Tommy. He knows someone's there. The call is out there in mid. SNHU already seeing them starting to look in that direction. Gonna posture over soon. That knife going out. Godel's calling all of this. We're seeing Peachy and Suka immediately start to pull out of A, or at least pull over into A area better for rotations. This drone coming through is going to spot Godel. They know he's there. He's got to get to a safe spot. Got to get to hard cover. Suka barely not seeing that knee on the trademark.
30
Gets
seconds
destroyed.
left.
Dark cover goes out. Fault line comes through as well. Suka now. Gary's power here, pushes right through the smoke, gets a ton of info, backs out. Godel finds the spray on the Wakakoshi, but Ty's got his back, takes down Icarus. Where he can find Godel. Eat hidden in the back corner. No health to work with. Godel coming in, spraying, able to get it. It's just Septima and Peachy is able to put him down. SNHU tie things up.
I do think that was an excellent retake from SNHU, but I also think that was a great HP round. I think there was a lot of gunfights at the end of that they could have won, but I just don't know if they were expecting the way that SNHU retook that. Probably, actually, I was going to say another close round, but that was probably the least close one we've seen in a while. That was a fairly clean end, as you can see by the cash still in the pocket of SNHU here. Eat 4 I think was the one who really got pinned down, forced to look at that recon, doing that they swing as soon as they know that the player on backside is going to be shooting that recon. Crossfire basically guaranteed to be eliminated with the coverage they had on the other side of the site, so just generally well played by SNHU. Ithica once again tries to play aggressive, but doesn't get his anchor down, cannot move any further without risking his life.
So good pushing forward. Here's going to hit with that recon bolt. They know he's there. They know he's probably playing around his rendezvous on that corner. That's a lot of info they just got, and they're continuing to push their way up towards A, but Icarus starting to move up through middle towards B. Eat continuing to just hold this. Everyone just kind of getting into positions, feeling things out on the other side of the map. Eat stacked up, ready with Septima. Looking to maybe try and push this in just a second.
They smoked the trademark. Chambers looking up. He made it his way through B.
If Icarus gets through here, this could be very bad.
They know, but they see the smoke, right? Oh, they're going to be here. But maybe they're not really worrying about it. Suka to now that Peachy is taking trouble. Knife doesn't get shot time. They're not looking at it. Peachy's going to get shot in the back. Almost doesn't get him there. And Peachy almost gets a chance to respond, but now they know that he's there. And it could not.
Oh!
But Suka doesn't get the chance to go for that trade kill. Now with 3 players stuck off site.
30 seconds.
Stop the plant,
Spike
but just
planted.
off position. He thought they might be as the 5-member strong of Ithica. Will disengage here as SNHU Yellow with this Astral Divide to try to find a way back in.
Yeah, I think that they needed to kind of spend this here. Actually try and close off some space, especially with where the spike is. They have to stop them from just sitting along. Eat! Gets spotted out. Very nicely done. Mamra quick to react to that, but recon bolt coming through. The Hunter's Fury will delay this. Ty's just going to try and stick it. I don't think they heard it past the Astral Divide, but Ty's able to find Septima. Got to worry about these last 2 over here. He has half the fuse, but it's not going to matter. Wakatoshi finds the last 2.
Could Ty have stuck that?
Last round in the half.
I think the Astral Divide was up just in time for him to keep it up without them hearing it, but the recon bolt came through and revealed him there, so he would have been shot through the.
Okay. No, the Hunter's Fury hit him. I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
he got Hunter's Fury during it, so he couldn't have recon bolted.
Yeah.
I think he could have stuck with the through it, but obviously hindsight 2020. You never know how close they are. SNHU didn't know that they were playing so far off site. They were so far off site for that one, not really in a position to fight it. But now here, Suka once again playing a little aggressive in garage. Not going to see anything, which is solid information. And Bomber's going to get a lot of information for them too. That's everyone spotted. Recon bolt though does give away. And she's sitting back there, but one way. Let's go. Maybe straight down to Bomber gets 2. Hiding back though. She's still holding it in aggressive position. Wants to find the chain, forced to reload, and Septima will get that traded kill. Versus 3 with Peachy pushing.
Ithica, they don't have the spike
You
down
want
yet.
to
They
play? Let's
got
play.
it on the site, but they're very, very hesitant about actually committing this. They have the Rolling Thunder ready. Once they hear that spike go down, they're going to commit it, and they're going to start to push, knowing that everyone on site is concussed. It's a 3 versus 2. They've got a lot of utility work with. They've got Breach utility. They've got Astra utility. But they're concerned that maybe Ithica has started pulling out.
They haven't planted yet. But they'll hear it. As soon as they put the spike down, they're going to know. But it looks like Ithica is holding back on its spike.
Oh!
Now that's the spike down. That's all they can do.
down.
You're going to see them
C.
immediately pivot back.
Spike
Odell,
here.
interestingly, actually hiding in B window for someone to go through.
30
with a
seconds
long
left.
For that is high again. He's still with the operator this round.
I was expecting the Ithaca
Switching
chamber to
sides.
go for just the pre-fire around that corner. Where else would they be? But unfortunately, might have second-guessed himself, didn't go for it. Ty was the one who benefited from that. Has been absolutely killing it. Every member of SNHU, very, very much equally pulling their weight here.
Yeah, fairly balanced. Honestly, fairly balanced across both teams.
Yeah.
And depth's very high for both teams this far.
It has been a costly battle for both sides.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, the only one who's died a lot, the one who's died the most is E4, who, I mean, of course, they're playing Neon.
Yeah, he's the entry
They're
fragger.
going in.
Yeah.
They're going to be sliding in, making a lot of noise, getting gunned down when they make the move. But we'll see if that aggression kind of mirrors what you see from this, what we saw in attack from Ithica. Put it in here as Knife actually spots a few over in A. Coming from the defenders here. Might make a move for it. Exactly. Oh! And again, the pistol round. Demon E4 finds them.
Window goes up. He's going to go ahead and pick up another Frenzy, refill that ammo. A lot of SNHU are stuck right here in this corner. Now that walls gone down, they can't really back out. Now Mamra stuck in that corner, but it looks like Ithica going to go ahead and pull out of here. He's going to pick up that orb. SNHU got to kind of figure out where they actually want to dedicate their resources right now, because they are only 3 strong versus Ithica's full 5.
But they do have the Headhunter still, and they had Ithica, and that could change the game at any moment. Also, player holding. You can see Tommy Cronin, I believe, on the Sova holding very close, looking for something. Recon over in a long. Wakatoshi might have a great timing here. Will Peachy turn around? It's back here.
Oh!
Spot them. The last second, Suka. No one can hit this Omen here. And guess what's already rotated?
30 seconds left.
They get the kill, but it's just like stuck in the corner. Wakatoshi Ithica only losing one.
Unfortunately played for SNHU there. Ithica did a fantastic job of just coming out of the gates very, very strong. That's the time where you want to go for those really, really risky plays. It's the very, very beginning moments there. Start of round 1, try something out, and then the rest of the time you just play safe. And Ithica benefited from that immensely. And near the end of that round as well, SNHU, I mean, they were just so spread thin with only 3 players. Already had spent half their utility on just that first engagement there, that it was really, really hard for them to actually recover and take a really, really solid presence as they tried to push into C.
And actually, they wait out the knife, so no information for them. I believe they cut it really early as well, but I think Neon controlled to beat them, got some intel. You can already see the Sova rotating back to meet them, so they'll be moving on to a site that is pretty strong. And the utility is definitely giving away the rest of it to them here. Good position to contest them and not taking any early damage for the flanks and the rotation to come in.
Sending the concussion out. Might have actually concussed Peachy with that. Wasn't ready for Mommer to peek. Not entirely sure if he knows that Peachy's there. Does now. Gets half health damage on them, but takes half health as well.
Yeah, the classic headshot hurting them here. And actually, I want to point out that Suka is kind of pushing up. The man during this. Going to walk into a trademark if he moves any further, but still maybe taking advantage of potential rotations, which I think is a real smart way to approach this. Going to be a gunfight possibly here between Tommy and Suka very shortly. Maybe Suka saw his shoulder, but now the smoke is opened up. Recon Bolt coming in. They're going to shoot.
Oh!
With a great shot to find the first.
30
round
seconds left.
Number 14.
That smoke was so important. That dark cover blocked.
Spike planted.
Okay, hold on. First off, Suka's going to take down Eat. Septima will trade it right back out. Mamra holding so close. Here's the footsteps. Not curious about Wakatoshi knows where he is. Godel coming in, takes down Septima. But Wakatoshi is just doing amazing here. That dark cover as they push into sight blocked that trademark off. That was so big for them.
Yeah, again, smoking off the trademark. It is something that it just mixes up the kind of things you need to pay attention to, right? When you smoke, when you put a trademark down somewhere, you're like, all right, I don't have to worry about me. They're gonna walk past, or they're gonna shoot it. Either way, I'm gonna know. But when they smoke it off, you're never gonna know. It could be a fake. It could be them actually pushing in. You already saw the benefit of that from Icarus on their attacking half on the second to last round. Of that happen here, you see it again. It makes them kind of second guess, and SNHU almost walk away with a solid round there with all the classics in hand.
And I mean, this is one of the reasons why Omen is so popular. He has so much versatility. Dark cover being coming back on a cooldown is so big. Allows him to really commit it to things like that. But Suka Concussed is going to be able to win that fight against Eat. Fantastically done. Going to force Septima to fall back here. Suka back in safe territory, while the rest of SNHU are pushing up into speed.
Down C.
I'm not sure where Wakatoshi was looking there, but clearly it's not wherever Suka was for that gunfight. So Suka will win that one as the last 2 defenders from Ithica. Like a half of an interesting kind of pseudo buy here. Now looking to find their way back in. Recon Garage don't see anything, so they're either waiting at mid, which he won't be, or they're going to all be probably stacked up on site. How they're going to break through. Looks like waiting for a recon bolt.
One health!
180, and he's been detected. Are they going to spray him? He's got to be so careful. He's just got to play bait. But the damage is slowing them down from the breach, and they're wasting another.
Septima couldn't land the one shot that put Ty down. That shock dart from Tommy did find a kill, but the timer is running out, and they're able to just get out of there. Completely safe. SNHU, fantastic lead on. Keep 3 alive here. Ithica, 0.
Yeah, Tommy dies to the spike. You want to do that at that point. You want to get the extra cash. Round you're not buying. Or buying the little bit that they did. And now we're looking at the first gun round of SNHU's attacking half. They're going to have a tour de force here from Suka, who's performing excellently, I think, in the last couple of rounds. And Godell, hadn't bought yet, so I wanted to
That works.
see where they were considering. But they're going to be fully armed. I wouldn't be shocked to see a little bit more of like some closer to... They're going to put Suka either at C long or A long, and it looks like C is going to be the name of the game here, and it will be a full-on chamber duel with that tour de force already popped.
Interesting placements of the rendezvous. Yeah, he's getting ready to teleport right back with the rest of his team if need be. Icarus trying to jump peek around this, bait out some shots. Did catch a glimpse of Ty. Doesn't have much information other than that. SNHU going to drop the star right here. Icarus hit with the fault line, not a huge deal. But Peachy now coming through. Icarus finds the kill. Ty is not able to catch it before he flies away, and Wakatoshi gets 2 on the flank. Mamra trades it right back out. Now has to deal. Icarus back sight. It's the only person here that they actually have to worry about. But Zeptima actually now coming back. Time Suka is revealed by that drone, and Mamra falls after taking one of their own. It's just Suka versus 3. And Eat on the flank. Just there a little too slow before he could get out.
And Suka only has to worry about one angle here because the trademark's behind and he hit it in a bucket. So unless they know about the bucket trademark, they won't get spotted here. You can see Suka. No one willing to peek yet. It looks like maybe the Sova, they're doing some jump peeks here. Suka could find the shot if he's
30 seconds left
on this, but they are playing so patient. Asuka now not looking at the Sova. If Sova swings right now, it will get them the kill, but they're just trying to play slow. He totally cut noise, but
No!
Oh! There's no way. Okay.
How did he hits those? Are you serious?
Who hits those?
What?
Okay.
What? All
All right, everyone, breathe. We're all confused right now.
No, I get
We've all
it.
been
You know,
through a
I
lot.
get it. He hits the flick and then he's out of mouse pad space. You know, he has to readjust. He can't hit the second one back to back. He spent all of his ki.
All of his ki. Could be charging up this round, I guess, while they're on this half buy with Spectres and Pistols. Oh my. And P4 actually getting aggressive, but this knife is going to give them a lot of information very early if they want to spotted them by the recon, so they know that A long is fairly open for them. Icarus now making this rotation up high and might find some early kills on Ty and Peach.
Meat knows there's someone who just ran right up on top of him. Ty comes around the corner, almost catches him out, but Zeptima's got his back. Peachy will be able to finally put down that Neon, though. Wrap around, Zeptima peeking out just the right time, but Godell is there to ensure they don't get an advantage. Finds the second one as well. Now tucked away back here, Icarus can't find the shot.
Obscuring vision.
Now blocking it off. He's controlled a lot of space for his team. Has to actually walk out into the open to get that spike down again. A little bit scary. But right now, looking at Ithica, they're... Oh no! Wakatoshi coming up, able to take down Godell Basuka. Finds Icarus on the other end. This is a 1 versus 2. Suka's not ready for it. Wakatoshi takes the shot. He has control of the spike. He can just play back. Wait out the 30 seconds. Mamra.
She doesn't have a gun.
30 seconds left.
Can she make it on to site to get one?
Might just be scared of Wakatoshi lurking around. He's still got teleports, so Mamra's got to worry about all of these off angles. The barrel almost peeking around the corner. They're going to come around, and Wakatoshi doesn't have his crosshair in the right place.
Must have thought she was coming up short. But she didn't come up short in this round.
Mamra, quick on the draw. Then we're going to see SNHU call a timeout there. I mean, when the game is this close, I feel like any timeout is it's a good call from either side there. What a shot! That was almost a pre-fire, I want to say.
Yeah.
She knew exactly where he was, and that... Hey!
You know what that means? You know what this means?
No.
This means that Joe was zooming in on our faces during the game.
Oh.
Why?
Very clever. Very.
Is it clever?
I'm sure he was taking plenty of screenshots.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of them on the broadcast in the coming days.
Yeah.
Also, that means he also forgot that we stand up during during timeouts. It's fine. Anyway, What a round that was. And I like
Yeah.
that. I like that SNHU are the ones taking the timeout to kind of calm themselves down, right? After a round like that, that's like the
Breather,
right?
Yeah.
Like, all right, don't overheat. Don't feel too good about that.
Yeah.
I want us to still keep our head on our shoulders and follow the plan in the coming rounds,
Yeah,
because we know that these teams are so close that whoever wins is going to have to be on their A game.
Yeah. This is a, wipe the sweat off your palms, take a drink of water kind of break. This is just take a second to breathe, get up, maybe stretch out a little bit, and then sit back down and finish off this game in exactly that fashion.
Yep. Exactly what that.
What fighting?
Early, they see a lot of people, but it's finally down. Back by high, but aggression suddenly from Ithica seems to be catching them off guard as the overdrive coming around back. It's a deep flank from two.
I is nearsighted there, but finds the kill on Eat.
And
That's what he was getting ready for.
Anyway.
Despite our best efforts, we do have fun.
Concealment.
SNHU rotating around, starting to move towards A. They will set off this trademark as soon as they turn the corner. Actually, no, they won't. Never mind. Chamber's dead. that trademark is a non-factor, which means they have absolutely no intel over here, and now they are scrambling to get over there as soon as the spike gets down. SNHU, meanwhile, they can just kind of sit back and get cozy. Godell still has some stars to work with if he really wants to commit them here. Could kill off a lot of space. Wakatoshi holding on to a dark cover as well as some teleports here.
They set up a crossfire. That's what they have to do. I was going to say they have to set up a crossfire.
Yes.
They have to make sure they're covering each other, that they can't really get flanked, because they have no intel at all. They know that they're coming from somewhere else on the map.
And they're running out of time right now. They're picking out even faster. Wakatoshi's going to take some damage as he takes that fight. Does he fake it? Bomber peeks the corner, takes down Tommy, and Wakatoshi finds the 3 kills, clutches it out. SNHU have tied things up 9-9.
The Momra clutch factor is unreal in this game. She snacked up on everyone before the match. She brought fruit gushers and fruit roll-ups in here for everyone. She cuts orange slices for the team.
That's the morale
and now
boost.
She's carrying them in these late rounds.
She finds the 3 kills, clutches it out. And, SNHU right now are just absolutely playing out of their mind right now. Ithica, I mean, there's some serious consistency in Ithica. I think Wakatoshi might be the scariest player we've seen on stream for a little bit, right? But SNHU are just playing crazy. Yeah, and he wins the opening duel just like that. Peachy goes down. SNHU only 4 strong, getting smoked out here by this dark cover. Ithica have a good idea of the players over in C.
Are they going to go back? I see that. I mean, Godell is kind of rotating slow. Obviously, cut noise because he thought someone might be listening, but does have the spike. Thought maybe they were leaving it open for a potential rotation back, and it might be a split through garage. Wakatoshi might just walk in on this, but he's trying to get that close garage angle. As Godell in astral form, kind of in the open. If Wakatoshi were to push out right now, the timing would be immaculate.
Unfortunately, it doesn't go that well for him, but he will peek out. Team Momra, but he's ready, takes him out. Septima unrelatedly takes down Suka. SNHU lose another player there. Ty goes down to a shock dart. Septima sees. Godell through the smoke, but Momra shoots right through Tommy. Clean up the final 2, though. Ithica taking this to 10.
Man, after last week, I said at least no best of ones can possibly go longer than the time limit that we have set for it. So we know we're going to be able to cover all the games tonight. If this one keeps going like this,
we're going to have like a 5-minute break between these games.
5-minute break between these games. Thank God I've been drinking water between rounds, because it might be a little difficult. Hero Rifle now bought up for SNHU. Going to be in the hands of Suga. Obviously makes sense. Safest character you have.
Noble Blade Storm as well.
Yes. So 2 characters with weapons. We'll see if Ty is going to be willing to spend that here. Wakatoshi, once again, the player on scene, going to be the one getting contested.
Get out of my way!
The top rolling thunder sent out as well. It looks like it did hit Wakatoshi. Can they move it fast enough? Get caught by the blades.
He trying to go through. Ty finds a second one, though, getting those blades back. Godell getting the spike down. They have full control of the site. Ithica only has 2 standing right now.
Wow, only a cloudburst to delay them for now, though. No star is put down from Godell to stall them out, and it's a hard save for Ithica. I mean, they have an operator in hand. They don't want to lose it. They know the rounds are about to be dead even. So kite them away, hold on to that SNHU, just don't get exited, and they should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment right now, Ithica, every single credit spent is going to be vital as we get to 10-10 as the scoreline. Like, it is going to be, you cannot waste any money at all, or else you are going to be behind.
This was a thrifty round, by the way.
Yes.
I just wanted to remind anyone who forgot how quickly SNHU will roll the site. It's a thrifty round.
Icarus is able to take down Peachy, but Ty comes through, gets his third kill. And fuck. Godel goes down. I mean, this isn't a big deal because they didn't have guns anyway.
Yeah, they're not using any.
They had a hero rifle and that was it. The Bladestorm got 2 kills there.
Yeah, the ultimate getting a ton of value. And I think they're going to have to continue to. That was 2 ultimates that really won them that game. It was the rolling... that round. It was the Rolling Thunder to stun Wakatoshi to guarantee the kill on the player who'd been the most lethal to them in previous rounds. And it was the Bladestorm actually allowing Ty to run in full force and get those kills in the first place. But for now, a hard pivot, but they are all going to get spotted by that knife. That is a ton. Oh! Doesn't hit the shot, but gets away. That's Chamber. For now. The judge, but now pinned in the corner.
Stuck. He's stuck. He's going to get hit with the aftershock. He has 6 health left, and Peachy is going to shoot through the wall. Ithica down a player. Momra now with the Hunter's Fury looking to scout up ahead. Not going to hit anyone just yet, but that's pretty scary if you're sitting in Icarus's position.
Michael, can they hear Momra running away here? Is the radius just close enough for them to actually hear this sprinting? It doesn't seem like it because they're still holding that KO in that chamber back on A. The Wakatoshi's already made this rotation to meet them. Garage will be decided on a gunfight between potentially this Breach and this Omen. Maybe they just wait. Put it out. They play for the inside. Smart thing to do. They cloud burst the door. Wakatoshi might have an angle through it though, but if just gets the information and they don't know the recon will give it away, but he doesn't take the shot.
No one saw the silhouette either. He comes up from behind. He gets able to get Momra. He's able to get Suka. That's huge. That's a huge wrench in the plans for SNHU, but they know he's there. He only has 41 health left. He's going to be able to teleport across the way, but SNHU, I mean, they're pretty entrenched right now. They're getting some stars out. Blocking vision over there. Peachy washing down here. Huge near sight coming out, but countering it with a flash. Spike down. There's a trade right there. Godel goes down for Zeptima. Wakatoshi takes down Ty. It's just Peachy. He takes down Icarus. That's huge. And now Wakatoshi's in such an awkward spot, and he gets the one tap to clutch the round.
I'm going to let the crowd talk for me right now. That was an incredible shot there. And great knowledge. I mean, you hear him teleport. Could have just been a fake. He could have just stayed in garage, moves 2 inches to the side, but Wakatoshi commits to the flank, wants to go forward. It works out. He catches Ty. But that gives the information, all the information to Peachy that he needs to clutch out that round in the end. Only potentially 3 rounds left in regulation before we head to overtime if it does go that way. Well, for now, save round.
That's scary. This is not a round you want to be saving on.
No. No, it is not.
SNHU they're pushing match point right here. You know, and they've got the Astral Divide up just to make this even more brutal for Ithica trying to get in here.
They are getting a lot of info in Ithica, though. Not that it really matters because they're all stacking, and now Ithica not getting anything, but Suka was lurking down all the way back in B main the entire time. So finding them early as they look away from him. They don't know that he's all the way behind, but now the gunshot away. Suka finds him. And it's only these 3 members of Ithica remaining. Got a gun in hand as Icarus falls first.
Don't tell me this is going to be a flawless round from SNHU. I know this is an eco from Ithica, but
1 enemy remaining.
This has been, I mean, there's been some deadly eco rounds in here. SNHU are just firing on all cylinders. They have to take down Ethan. Going for exits. He's not able to get a kill, and Peachy is going to bring us a match point with a flawless round.
And now Ithica have to be perfect for the next 2 if they want to go beyond regulation and push this into overtime. They have the operator on Icarus, and that has been solid for them. I feel Icarus has had their moments, but we'll see where they put this chamber. It looks like over by C instead of that garage mid-angle that they've been playing, but they're just playing it by ear for now.
Yeah, mostly stacked up by A side here. They will have a tour de force.
You want to
with
play?
Ithica, no
Let's play.
ultimates on the field right now. Not even sure how close they are to having something big going on here, but they definitely won't get any huge resources to expend on this round as SNHU start to slowly creep their way up A. Ty already popping the dash, anticipating an encounter up here, but Ithica are nowhere to be found. They are almost on the other side of the map. They're starting to move back over, starting to get back into sight. Got here just in time. Wakatoshi might try and... If he comes through, he finds 2! Ty go down, and Suka, that's 3! He finds 4! Are you kidding me? It's just Peachy left. Wakatoshi has 30 health, and he wants this ace. He teleports right next to Peachy and finds the ace!
What a play by Wakatoshi. I mean, the lineup, the TP, the flash, literally, there could have been no one left in that game other than them, and they would have won that round. A absolute parry-level play as they reach a 30 bomb in this game as we go into what could be the final round, but not if Ithica have something to say about it.
30 bomb, the second best player is 20.
Yes.
Why, he is playing out of his
50%
mind.
better than the other best player in the game, bare minimum.
What a ridiculous player. And same exact scoreline aside from the kills anyway. You know, 30, 16, and 6 versus 20, 16, and 6. And Icarus finds Peachy right off the bat. No way, dude. Ithica are seriously threatening overtime right here. And peeks out, Icarus finds another. SNHU are down 2.
And are scrambling to find a way to adapt. Player watching, 2 players playing near mid, nothing on A, and Eat4 has given them that information. A crossfire setup by Ithica on B as well if they choose to go this way, plus the trademark with... They'd have to waste an Astra Star to smoke it. I don't know if that's going to be worthwhile, but Suka is just playing this lurk, seeing what he can find to get away with. As they spot Sova inside of Garage. Now, Suka's going to get spotted through. This is excellent information for Ithica to play. And the world of their oyster now as Icarus finds down this round.
Only 2 left. Wakatoshi takes down Suka. Mamra starts the climb back up. Call with utility out there. Not able to find the kill on Septima. And Krez, we're going to overtime.
You know, I thought I was
Switching
free.
sides.
Oh,
Never. You are never free.
I'm never free from the shackles of Valorant. At least I hope everyone else is enjoying. This has been
Absolutely
a hell of a game so far. I mean, if these teams end up being in the same division and it's all roughly at the same skill level, there will only be good games all season.
Yeah.
Everyone should tune in or come into the arena every single week to see these games. But SNHU back on the defense. Do they have anything in the pocket to bring out? And Godell was talking about how they've been scrimming Haven all week. What do they still have in the tank to pull out here?
This is endurance at this point. It's attrition. They just have to be more consistent than the other team. And Suka, he consistently hits those. Takes down Icarus right off the bat.
Icarus just elbow peeking out. It's like Achilles' heel, Icarus's elbow, both their weak points that get them these picks here. But disengage from SNHU back to A. They're playing it fairly defaulted here, I would say. You know, effectively 2-1-2, maybe 1.5, 1.5-2 on the split with how kind of in the middle of the site that they're playing. Anchors ready to go just to swap sides. Both anchors in the garage, so can't get pinned in by Molly's. Anything else? Suka and Eat see each other. It does not seem like it. Eat disengages back to C long, and Ty is going to be the player under pressure to stop this offense from Ithica making it onto site.
Ithica, I mean, they're grouping up here. They're starting to get ready for this take, and SNHU, they've still got almost all of their utility down. They've got they've got 2 stars down in C long.
They're changing. They saw the second star go down.
The moment you see that star go down, you have to get out of it.
30 seconds left.
They only have 30 seconds left. That is so much time. They can just be killed by Astra immediately. Suka starting to move through Garage. The rest of Ithica right there, and they don't even notice. Looks like they're going to be threatening B site here as Wakatoshi starts to push forward with the spike. The wall goes up as well. Peachy is there to make the calls. Here's the plant going down. Is there a spray through? Takes down E4. Ithica now down 2. They have the spike planted. He's ready for Suka to peek through. Here, Septima falls.
One enemy remaining.
Godell pushing on site. Suka finds the second one. Wakatoshi is the last one left, and the entire team is just going to run at him while Godell defuses Peachy. cleans up Wakatoshi. SNHU now up 1. They just have to take an attacking round.
And they've taken a
Switching
few of those so
sides.
far. I think exactly
Match
6.
point.
Both teams have taken exactly 6
Yeah.
rounds in each side, so it couldn't be more balanced than this. When I saw it was just Wakatoshi left. Gonna be honest with you, Shane.
It was scary.
I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, 3 of them ran at them, and Wakatoshi killed 2. He killed 2.
That is still an absurd number for them here. And I think they just have to, whatever your best A site execute is, you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wakatoshi's been C or garage every round. If you can avoid this 34 kill player, just do it.
Get away from him at all costs. Force him to be the clutch player.
Well, I don't know if that's going to work either.
Yeah, I mean, it might not. He could just kill you all, but, you know, it's easier when he doesn't have any teammates.
You're not wrong. No other utility to play with here. Eat 4 using the alt orb. Baiting out the shot. They know the chamber is over there, and it looks like that might be a pivot. Maybe it's a D, be totally open other than the trademark. They could spend a star and get it, but actually they destroy the trademark. Instant reaction from the Sova, trying to watch that B site. They might just be looking for a reaction in some way, though, and they pull out a recon dart.
Grouping up around B here. Not a lot of information, though. Ithica kind of playing in a lot of connector spots right now. Just kind of lurking, waiting for some information somewhere. They have themselves always able to be in a position where they can get a decent rotation anywhere on the map. The recon dart goes deep for SNHU on B side here. PT sending the fault line through, does get silenced. They're
30
suppressed by
seconds
that
left.
knife, but the smoke is coming through from Godel. Zeptima throwing in the molly, trying to molly off. Default Peachy's there to take down Zeptima as he breaches through the smoke. Ty also finds Wakatoshi. That's a huge pick right there. He just got the big fish.
And they're all offside. People finds the Nexus. Only 2 players left.
Peachy!
Only 1 more!
Just one more. It's just Tommy, the last player left. And he's able to take one. He takes down Taisuka. Makes good on it, though. Trading it out. SNHU take this game in overtime.
Can you believe that was just preseason?
Yeah, right? That feels like, you know, if this is like the finals,
Yeah.
we're gonna be here forever. You know, best of 7 every match like this, right? I could easily see these being the 2 best
Can't
teams
see it on
in
camera
there.
right now, but people
Yeah.
are standing, people are hugging. It's a circle. There is like 20 people over there
Yeah.
right now, standing, yelling, and hugging.
What?
This was a preseason game.
This is this is the start. This is when these teams are at their worst right now. These teams know nothing about each other. They're only going to get better, and that's scary. But before we go into the next game, that happens in like 3 minutes. We're
By
gonna
the
take a
way-
quick break.
by the way.
We'll be back in just a few minutes with Val Blue versus the DePaul Blue Demons. 3 minutes.
That was the break call.
Hello and welcome back. Coming into game 4. What a game 3 we just came out of there.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, that was pushing it. You know, we've got hour blocks for these. Like, oh, surely they won't overlap into the next one there. But I think that last game ended at 8:57.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
So really not a lot of time left there. Absolutely a banger match to come out there. I am so happy that we got one that good on stream. That's one for the montage.
Oh, absolutely. And we didn't even have a chance to find out what map we were going to be heading to. Usually we talk to the players, say, hey, what do you got coming up? What ended up getting through pick ban? We had no idea that we were going to be heading into bind with SNHU on attack. And the only agent locked in for DePaul right now is Reyna. Interesting.
I respect it, you know?
It's hard to not. I mean, okay, let me just, I wish I had like a tape that I could just rewind like,
yeah,
and play every time we talk about Reyna, because it's the same thing. You got to be confident. Reyna's a snowball agent. You have to get those first starting kills for her to actually get value.
Yeah.
You're going to have...
does nothing unless you do something.
Exactly.
So she's really, I mean, she's kind of fallen out of popularity more so recently. I mean, she's still like a solo queue like monster. Like if you can just hit shots, then you're going to win with her. But when you're in these games that are highly competitive and you have to rely a lot on utility to force the other team to make mistakes, Reyna falls off a little bit there. So I'm interested to see exactly how this one kind of plays out. With that, Reyna, who's going to be trying to kind of play a hyper carry sort of play style.
It is interesting because now the matchup to me really comes down to Kaz versus Agron here, because Agron is playing Raze, an operator that... agent, excuse me. So many attack shooters, all with different names.
Heroes,
you
legends.
You really just have to call them characters. But either way, Agron's playing a character that doesn't necessarily need to get something already to find value, right? The paint shells, the satchels, everything that Reyna already has in her kit can bring value. I think for DePaul, barring any specific strategic advantage or gunplay advantage, if things are dead even, it's really just going to come down to that Kaz-Agron duel.
Yeah. I mean, Raze is a fantastic champ on this map.
Yes, a champ?
Yeah. Who's able to really get a lot of usage out of how narrow this like the pathways and stuff are. I mean, really just a fantastic guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot to be gained from that champion. If you play the breath, I think that is the kicker there for it is something already early. Viper wall. Era headhunter
Coffee!
Brace 2 down with the classic over in B main.
Fantastically done, SNHU. I mean,
Amen.
Coffee himself is pretty low on HP, but starting to move in, get this spike down to Paul. I mean, they've only got 3 left. 2 now.
Okay.
Ghosty goes down. They still got that Viper up, which is going to be big. Sky as well is going to have a lot of utility to really work with here. Macron barely staying alive, running out of that Viper's bite.
Health is not good. Morale is low. Health is
Yeah.
low. This is a one bullet to kill everyone situation, and DePaul is coming in with a lot more to work with here. As Chicano finds the first. It's a 2v2. They just have to play delay. They have to find some way to delay them as Hilton is stuck tight into the corner with no utility in hand.
Oh!
And with clinging onto life by a thread, SNHU managed to close out that round.
I am amazed that on a pistol round, DePaul ran in and they did not hit. You know, just the spam left click and like that is so easy just to like. I took 15 damage on a pistol round out of nowhere, right? Because people are just peeking corners, the Ferrari peeking corners, the classics, and that just didn't happen there. SNHU, they positioned themselves fantastically, forced them to really out themselves for a defuse here. I think Macron needs to unwrap his.
Yeah, that is a visual bug, right? I was staring at the textures flipping into each other there, and I was like, no, I don't play a lot of that.
You're supposed to unwrap those.
That's not right.
Yeah, there might be a cool nerf blast.
I hope so. We'll find out. Maybe never.
Yeah.
We will never find out here. But what a shot from Ghosty. Slowing things down in Luca if they wanted to try to follow things up. Trademark got it, but it's already answered back immediately on A by Hilton.
Now pushing up onto Jelly. No, he's there though. Wins the fight. Very nicely done. SNHU now taking control of A site. They might have to worry about this player on the flank, but at the moment, Nisei and Shizato pushing forward. Viper's Bite's going to block that off entirely. Now Spike's down. Really a lot of delay coming through here. C-Dub's in the right spot, just barely. Ghosty doesn't hit that. C-Dub gets the spray down the throat. Peeking out, won't live, but C-Dubs will be able to trade that one out. Secure SNHU blue, it's second point.
Excellent round by Hilton. I think just perfect timing walking into A. I don't think they were necessarily ready for the swings by him, and we got 5-0 on the KDA right now. Both him and Ghosty kind of dominating this 8 between them in the 2 rounds that we've had so far. I'm not sure if SNHU are going to continue trying to go the way of A, but because of that, their force buy here, we are looking at a lot of stingers.
Yeah.
More stingers than you're used to seeing in round number 3.
Right there.
I think that is a little bit more stingers than I'm used to seeing in round 3. But it doesn't look like Ghosty's going to find much usage out of that Headhunter. It's now all down on the stingers. They're trying to steal some momentum away, and they're going to be... He's able to get coffee
Spike
McChrome.
down, B.
Quick on the draw. Trades right back out, and Hilton's going to take down Kaz over on A side here. It's just one player left for the Blue Demons, and Jelly is a little out of
Spike
position.
planted.
Jelly with a stinger on the other side of the map, but there's no reason to save it. Jelly's just going to go in. No reason to save it. Jelly's also going to get caught by the trademark, or just caught by Hilton off the rip here immediately, but both players now fully loaded. If he moves forward, he's going to get loaded. Trademark gets loaded into the volley. Maybe worst case scenario, but knows where he has to be because of that ping already going on. Yep, he's here. I know that for sure. And you can see the flank coming up right now from C-Dubs, getting right behind. Jelly picks up the first time.
He found 2?
That's a lot of more damage than should have happened, but still Akron finds the kill and SNHU get 3 in a row.
Okay, Jelly just going down like a champ. Absolutely is able to take out 2 there, do some decent damage. Now, I mean, C-Dubs, McChrome are not going to have excellent weapons going forward. C-Dubs actually going to siphon some of McChrome's money in exchange for that the Bulldog. I think that's a pretty fair usage up on C-Dubs to be able to play a lot more aggressively with that Vandal and get away with a lot more stuff.
Yeah, definitely better to have, I think, the Vandal in the hands of your chamber. It's an interesting little split. We have Hilton alone here. By showers and
down,
everyone
B.
else over by B.
destroyed.
Ghosty finds the first with the operator here. Everyone else kind of pulling back. Spike found, but now fight 4 Vandals in hand. Maybe that was the plan all along with Agron. Now starting to work up Hookah, but walking right back into the sight line of Ghosty.
Yeah, Ghosty's already taken down 1, so definitely have to be scared of his positioning here. Just a peak of your forehead goes over there. Could just completely disappear from your body.
Teleport's ready.
But it looks like SNHU are going to start to move over towards, get away from this operator push forward. Agron is able to get a kill on Kaz, and Ghosty's going to avenge him just like that. Very, very close play with the operator. Just barrel stuff on McChrome. Not quite ready for it, but Hilton is on guard. McChrome flying forward, catches Jelly. The Viper's Pit goes down. The spike is being planted, and DePaul are nowhere nearby. They are barely orbiting the site. They have to get in here as quick as possible. C-Dubs gets a ton of damage onto Ghosty there before rendezvousing out.
Honestly, I'm surprised that DePaul is committing to this with an operator in hand for Ghosty as they pull back. They see the anchor. Obviously, they know it's not going to be in use immediately, but Ghosty up top finds one, might work.
Oh.
Watching the perfect position. Now it is time to save with him on the run, but they're going to notice as they watch it. Maybe full blind, forced
No
to
way.
turn. Missing. And that operator is out of the hands of DePaul.
That's fantastically done. SNHU not even going to pick up that operator. They're just going to leave it to rot on the ground right there. Going to hold on to their Vandals. Doesn't look like they're interested in running an operator on offense here. I think that's a pretty good assessment. I'm not too surprised to see that they don't want to run operator on offense.
Okay, I need your help. I need your help.
Yeah.
Not with anything on my phone.
Okay.
The Stinger is getting buffed, right? But it hasn't been buffed.
I mean, I think it's been like gaining in popularity.
Popularity.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I saw the notes that something was getting buffed on the PvEs. Agron now full blind, but not really going to commit to it. Look at this aggression up A. They're going to walk into the trademark unless they know that it's going to be there. It was there the last round, but Hawk's going to be quick.
Oh!
Away! The Stinger finds the kill on the Astra. They smoke off the trademark, they move in, and Agron is waiting.
Yeah, see, that's why that thing's so popular. If you close that short to mid-range distance, you will just melt people way faster than a Spectre.
I heard them screaming. I thought I heard TP, and it seems like that is going to be the name of the game here as they kite all the way around to Showers, grabbing an ult orb on the way as well. Popping those Seekers, finding out that no one is particularly close by, but it will spot the players behind them, but maybe that's the who just took the teleporter, but still has the first one to be found. Still
Spike planted.
So very little utility being even collected.
The Seekers did come out from DePaul as well. Ghosty with the Tour de Force takes down Hilton. DePaul going to try and pop flash over top. He needs to get himself out of here. They know he's right there. Everything's spraying through it. Jelly comes onto the flank. The C-dubs will also pop up right behind them. There are 3 guys with guns pointed at the back of the heads. Unfortunately, C-dubs will go down to Ghosty there. And DePaul will be able to use the play, get their first point on the board right now on a thrifty round.
SNHU had a good amount saved up. Yeah, they're all going to be able to buy here, so not too much damage to the economy yet, but a huge boon to what DePaul have brought to the table here. I think the ultimates they used, absolutely worth it for how that round ended up going. And they still have a Viper's Pit and an Astral Vibe. They could absolutely shut down a direction of the map. Either they're going to be playing their Viper close, it could be a Hookah Viper's Nest, it could be maybe done up and be long, but it looks like maybe a rotation over to A. That's where they
want to play? Let's
play.
play.
As a pivot, as the Tour de Force is popped for SNHU. Watching this A angle and timing it with that Viper wall as it goes up and down.
C-dubs trying to hold this forward. Hilton is able to pick up that kill on Cause, who's playing a little bit too aggressively there. Ghosty's going to fire back, get value on the other side of the map before rendezvousing out, getting back with the rest of his team in the back of B. The C-dubs here still looking to hold close to this. Wants to make good on these rendezvous. He's committed down right here. Wants to stop them from getting too aggressive here. And there was a Tour de Force shot right there. It didn't quite connect with from DePaul, but did force them to drop down the Viper's Pit after getting caught out with the Tour de Force. Might have dropped it on the wrong side of the map, though. The Hawks are going out, and Ghosty's going to be the one to peek through, take down the Chrome Coffee. Ready on the trade, though. Chisato's starting to move out. It's through. Smoke grenade.
Coffee did just barely see Chisato on the disengage, so knowledge that there's a player on the other side of that smoke and maybe being watched with a flank beneath him. The teleporter might work here. It's a meetup up in Hookah, and Hilton will be the better Viper in this situation, down to a 2 versus 2, but I don't know if Coffee knows Chisato is so close to
Oh!
but the timing is perfect.
It takes a lot of damage off that as chip damage over repeated encounters. Yeah, so the fight comes through, and he's there! Able to get the trade off of Hilton. Coffee finds 3 kills in that round. SNHU now up 4, doing fantastic in this half.
And you can see Cash still not great. Stingers once again, and a hero rifle in the hands of Kaz, who's been having a very tough game so far. And this was pure timing. Ready to swing? All right, go. He's over there. It's fallen. Boom. Perfectly communicated. Excellently done by SNHU to win that round.
I gotta say, I love the game plan of DePaul here. They always force, never save.
It is an interesting strat, and I mean, it worked. The round that they took so far was off of a force there. Hilton now spotted. They might.
Oh, this could be bad.
He can't get it. The stun just too much to deal with.
And now they have congregated together around this single Vandal that is hopped on the ground, and they're going to get a huge upgrade there. Agron takes down Chisato. Yeah, this is like what the cavemen did to woolly mammoths. they're like throwing rocks to concuss the mammoth, and they run up and throw spears at it until it falls over and can't move anymore.
A lot of info, the Pro can't find both. Coffee does still get the next trade. And we're down to another 2v2, but guns out in their hands. It's all up to Agron. That swap speed of that Headhunter is crazy. Ghosty will close it out. Round number 7 for DePaul.
He's quicker on the draw right there. And DePaul, I mean, once again, they force up, they take the round. They're really, really good at playing from behind in terms of guns. You know, they make really good usage of their ultimates on these rounds. Make good usage of utility. So Ghosty, basically, you know, Headhunter. It doesn't matter if the rest of the team's ecoing. You're gonna have someone there who's very dangerous at long ranges, and even if whatever gun he manages to find that run doesn't work out, he can always just quickly swap that thing out, fire off a headshot, and be perfectly fine.
One of the many advantages of Chamber, right? If he doesn't
the
get
many
the first shot on the
advantages.
the many advantages of this character. that's being used here. As the one playing aggressive, makes sense. Have your Reyna there. If you get the trade, they will get out. Would almost rather the Chamber be doing that, because it's a guaranteed escape now, but Kaz might not be looking the right way. Gun barrel will have the reaction to win that fight, but it's a 1-for-1.
C-Dub's taking the TP over, meeting up with Hilton, but he's got some people watching him as he tries to come out here. Ghosty and Jelly both looking. Gets away position. Pop both of them. Isn't able to find anything there as Jelly takes the shot, puts him down. And DePaul starts to back up a little bit. Continue to just watch this angle.
I'm surprised they expect another one to be coming here, that double face. Now they're turning away. It's just the Astra still remaining, and Coffee gets a spike. I think smartly not taking that fight.
Looks
like an Astra divide across a site, and it might be a bit of a fake. They're far enough away where Agron is also holding fairly close by, going to catch people on the rotation. Chisato sees him, though, and I think that will give DePaul all the information they need.
Yeah, I think they've got a good idea that it's a fake right now. The paint shells aren't going to find too much as Chisato sits up top, looking to throw out this hawk as soon as the smoke goes down. Spotted NECC over there in the corner. Satchel jumping out. Going to run here into Chisato, able to get the shot. Coffee also wins the fight against NECC. It's just DePaul, the leftover from A site, looking to rotate over and take these final fights to retake this.
This is a nightmare site to retake as well. I think the real question is, are they going to be ready for the positioning of Ghosty? Bullets traded to nothing. Know that he is in hookah. Helps them set up for the trade, and the last player's there. Wait, is he going to know that the nade's on him in astral form? Going to get out of it? Taking actually half HP damage from that, so very unfortunate timing for Jelly. Now this 1v2, and time is running low.
Gonna walk in here. Jelly's ready for it, though. Fires the shot. Takes down Agron. Here and is able to get the kill. Time was running out there on the spike. Jelly, he found that win. Debatable whether or not he actually would have been able to defuse.
So I'm still in shock. I got jump scared by the camera swap to the person to Agron facing down the Astra in that smoke. Bit of a shock to me there.
I was scared. I was in like the 1920s movie theater. I thought she was gonna walk out of the screen at me.
Luckily, the text came up afterwards and said, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
Immediately after to remind me that I am watching one of those moving pictures that is getting so popular these days. But a hard two players going through showers, 3 going through main. They're going to hit that trademark. It's going to slow them down quite a bit. It's set up for Ghosty, who TP's away.
That smoke grenade coming out. That Hawk not going to find anything. Coffee does get Jelly, though, as they push up. Coffee finds another, takes down Ghosty. Now looking to get the spike planted down, but there's a judge coming up close. Kaz is able to get a kill.
The judge might make things easier for them in this pit. They're mostly running Vandals on stage. They don't want to be spraying out. Ooh. That, but taking a lot of damage. Gotcha. Vandal. Spraying into him. The dog tries to kill it. Does find the They find the kill, and it's all down to Hill in the pit. This player's going to get to. There's not enough bullets left in the Vandal for that one. DePaul knocked down the Viper's pit, and they will defuse the spike.
I love that strategy is getting popular between both Reyna and what? Yoru, yeah, of just going intangible and walking up in front of someone and being like, "Shoot me, my teammates, shoot me. He's right here." It is so silly looking. I love it.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
I love it with the dimensional rift.
Yeah.
I think it is a very fun strategy that is probably incredibly not fun to play against.
Oh, I bet it's obnoxious.
Oh, incredible. We just saw it. It looks pretty obnoxious to me, but it works. And SNHU have been knocked to their first save round so far in this game, now that we are pressing over round number 10 here. But they do have the Tour de Force here, which is but just narrowly missing that first kill.
Jelly able to get out there with his life. NECC finds a kill on Coffee, but C-Dubs comes through and it's good for 2. They've taken the site just like that, but they've got to worry about people coming up from behind. C-Dubs trying to pull his gun back out, but Kaz finds 2. Ghosty comes through, misses it just barely. So he gets by the dog. Chisato is good for that. Takes down Macroma. It's just Hilton left, a 1 versus 3.
Oh! Corner. He gets what they know the rest are going to be close. He gets stopped out of the headshots the Force player. That
he needs to reload.
He needs to reload, but they're not running after him. It's like you can go either way. This is going to be a massive mind game. DePaul obviously has the advantage. They have healing, and they have 2 players, and they have Chamber, which is just advantage in itself. But It's like a hard pivot. They expect him to stay there. They maybe don't spike, but they have to assume.
Yeah, I mean, it was so unfortunate that he didn't find the kill on that Tinder because, I mean, the worst possible teammate that is alive could be alive right now. Sky able to just heal him all the way back to full. And now, I mean, they are nowhere close. He's able to just get this down pretty confidently. Don't have to worry about the actual positioning that DePaul are going to take after this. Trying to smoke off CT, but they're both coming from up top here.
Listen,
Peek cutting pick, Gisato!
It's without a ghosty. In this 1v1,
Oh, he missed it! No way!
And Hunter. It just comes out too fast, Shane.
He's just a quick draw. The tumbleweed rolled by and ooh.
I thought we were watching Valorant, not Overwatch.
Yeah.
Cassidy here in the thing. I will say, Hilton stood up after that one and unplugged his headset.
I would
Not
too.
on purpose.
I would too.
Not on purpose.
Just stood up too fast.
The chair coming back yanked the headset cord out of the computer.
That's adding insult to injury. Like you know when someone comes up to you and like rips your earbuds out or something like that.
Did I do that to you?
Oh yeah, no, that's like what annoying people do.
Okay.
Yeah, and it
Take
just
that annoying people.
yeah. Like if you have like a headset with a wire and it just gets yanked off, I don't know.
Yeah.
It just makes you irrationally angry. So that might be a mental boom moment right there.
I think that's rational. Yeah, but back to the shoulder peaks. Kaz does not connect that shot any damage here, but an aggressive Viper's Pit might make them second guess this. I like Hilton's positioning to catch potential rotates if they choose to commit to that site.
He's saying holding close here in this pit. If Agron walks forward at all, he's gonna be falling for it. He sees the barrel coming through, and Nife just takes a little bit of assumption, some guesswork there to figure out where the head is, and very easily takes down member of SNHU Blue. But Coffee, finding value elsewhere, takes down Chisato.
Takes down Chisato and then immediately goes through the teleport. Not really as concerned about it, but the African Divide did not find effective value over there. Back on that B site, purely to sell the fake.
Last player
Shot
standing.
has finds getting on a roll here. Coffee not able to find this one. DePaul is catching up. They're one round away from taking this back up, but this was a very one-sided start.
Last round before the switch.
Yeah, SNHU were running away with this, as this match began. But DePaul, they're threatening an even 6-6 half, which is not something that you want to see after the last game and how even that one went, going down an hour-long game just like that. We could see it again. I mean, you are up here on cast, so it would only be natural.
Wouldn't it be?
It would. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, when you're up here casting Valorant, we get the best games. That's why you can't.
We do.
That's why you can't put someone else here.
I need to have days off, Shane.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't see why.
I'm not yes-anding you here. I'm nobody. I am doing every improv rule that's ever been written.
All right.
I'm canceling out.
Okay. Well, I'm taking. I just got out of my improv class earlier today. That's real, not a joke. Okay. And I'm really disappointed with you right now. You're breaking the most basic rule at the moment. I'm very upset.
That's okay. DePaul not upset though. DePaul
No, they're
definitely
feeling
not
great
upset.
right
They're
now.
feeling great after the comeback. They've kind of started rolling already. It's hard to say comeback when we're so early in the game. We're still in the first half, but still, with the lead that SNHU was building, it feels like it. And DePaul have really answered back quickly. I think case in point to Kaz kind of catching up. Kaz was, I think, 0-6, and now is 8.
Yeah.
8-9.
I mean,
That's a massive comeback.
if you're DePaul, I don't know how you can be upset by turning the scoreline around to 5-6 and forcing SNHU to take a timeout. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like if you start going on a roll and the other team calls a timeout, that is perfect. Speaking of perfect, Jelly finds 2 right away. Just 2 quick headshots puts him down. SNHU are still going to be able to get on site, try to get the spike down. Hilton has to pull off a little bit of controls there, but immediately they're going back around.
Did you see the Seekers immediately turn around?
They had the scent. They knew exactly where they were going. Cause running up forward here. Also coming around. That's a little bit of an awkward sightline there. Hilton's gonna pop the Viper's Pit. It finds Ghosty!
There's only 36 HP left on him, though. He's got a Phantom, has to protect the plant, but they're just running and spraying. But Hilton might still have a chance here. This flash is going to have to not connect. If it doesn't, just a little bit too far away as they take the plant. Chisato might even just barely.
No way!
Finds him. One last person running at him, but he doesn't get him in time. 4 kills for Hilton. So close, but just not enough, and DePaul will tie this game right back up.
That was huge right there for SNHU. I mean, they didn't take the round, and they're not going to inflict any lasting damage here. But
Switching
I mean,
sides.
that's got to be so. Like, if you get 4 kills right there, you're the last player left. All you had is a sheriff. I feel like all your teammates can't be mad about that. You know, they're patting you on the back. They're feeling pretty good. They're like, almost. Don't worry, we'll get them in the next half. You know,
That's the hard NT
yeah.
for that. But now it's going to be a different look for both teams here. 2-3 split. Both controllers actually playing on the B site for SNHU. I guess it makes sense because Coffee can still affect the map from the other side, right? So put them both there, let him use his utility combined with the Viper utility. They play fairly forward, but they're not going to walk into them whatsoever. As Coffee is prepping his stars for the potential onslaught of all of DePaul flooding in. C-Dubs gets great intel for them, but just cannot find a shot early. They all throw a pass, early flash. He's forced to TP out. He's about to get rushed down.
Here he comes. Oh, finds 1, finds 2. Are you serious?
Spike
Ethica
down
coming around
A.
finally puts an end to C-Dub's reign of terror, but will find 2 of his own. We are tied up again at 3-3, but Shishada will quickly break that tie, taking down Coffee. Agrin trying to peek out here. Ghosty is very, very low. He's got a ghost, so going to be great for this range, but they're dipping. They're going over to B.
That is just such a heads-up call from whoever the IGL is on DePaul. This is the hard pivot all the way through. They know that he's rotating. Hilton just finished walking a 5K to get over here. He took the longest possible route, and now he's going to have to go all the way back because they know that they're not planting there. But the first contact is going to be in here, but this guy's in a perfect position.
What a flash.
Still managing to kite, though.
Last player standing.
I've seen great usage of Hawks consistently from DePaul. Really great flashing. But SNHU unfortunately not going to be able to take that one. DePaul coming out into this half with their foot forward. Going to be able to start off a little bit. Actually, they've got some serious guns here.
Yeah. Off the rip here, too. This is just a...
That works.
I'd call it a gamble, but it's just a way to absolutely secure this, and then I think it gives you a better chance going into your next round as well, right? This is the best way to
That's what they're playing.
maybe win your bonus round with 3 spot up. I mean, it is a gamble, but it's 3 Vandals against effectively a full
And
save round.
look at the mini-map.
Oh. This is, this reminds me of something that I've done in Overwatch quite a few times on King's Row before.
Yeah.
There's no way they're ready for this, right? Did they all just get stunned in there? Did they all just get stunned? They're not even looking at this. The flood comes down the path. It's just mowing them down. No way. It was a 5-stack on site. There's no way they could have known, but...
I mean, I understand.
unfortunate.
SNHU, they want to rip the Band-Aid off, right? They want to get that over as quickly as possible. The worst possible team to do that into. DePaul have kept every single gun that they bought up right now. They're going into their bonus round with 3 Vandals.
And you know what? So we're still
That's true. No,
disregarding the 2 Phantoms, both teams have 3 Phantoms.
but this is going to be a much more even gun game this round than we usually see on round 3, and that was really risky for DePaul to do, but it just worked out there.
Their pace is just so fast, I feel like. They are just lightning in onto these sites. And I think it's catching SNHU off guard to see them but can't find the shot, forced to teleport away, but that's spray down and pivot with the rest of his team. I think that the most impact player here is going to have to be Hilton and winning the duel.
Hilton goes down as well. You know, I think C-Dubs might have the best spray control that we have ever seen on this stream. He manages to always get that spray down at the moment we switch to it.
That is true. I think. Oh, spray control. I get it.
Thanks.
Last player
He
standing.
just managed to spray down 2, but now it's all down to 3 here. Taz getting overkilled up, just getting sprayed through the wall. This Reyna is waking up.
Yeah, I mean, this is the side you want to see Reyna on. You want to see her playing the offense. You want to see her really just breaking into sight where she's able to actually get value out of her kit, able to actually get kills, and actually find some sort of usefulness where it's a little bit harder for her on defense, where she has to, be on the site where people are actually pushing, and actually, be around the combat, which is a lot harder on defense.
Yeah, it's letting them kind of play this aggressive pace, but it is still, again, a bit of a gamble, that the fact that they have to kind of lean into that Reyna and say, all right, you're going to run in. If you get a trade, we probably win the round.
Yeah.
If you don't, we probably don't.
Yeah.
But it really, it's off the back of the Sky, too, right? They're just pairing the Sky and Reyna to try to get aggressive, really up the pace on SNHU. I think after this timeout, I think DePaul are going to slow things down. I think they are going to hit the brakes and just screech to a halt, because this is likely SNHU's timeout to figure out what to do against this just run in sight take.
I think if there's a better, this is the best time for them to actually switch things up right now, because they've gotten a few solid rounds of conditioning in. They're going to start messing with their game plan. You know, they're not going to just keep holding W. Maybe. They could
might.
continue.
They might.
It's actually very easy just to hold W. It's almost the first option. But they could change things up a little bit, try and catch SNHU off guard.
I mean, I guess if you're going vertically down the keyboard, W is the first thing you're going to see other than switch gun.
Yeah.
Right? Or pause and quit. That could come first. But we assume no one's going to be doing that
Right
here. The fall. They are continuing to stack. And it is a little bit slower. But I think a lot of people together. Early.
Ghosty, fortunately, will actually be able to get some kills here, but look at the health total on DePaul. No way!
Wow.
Are you serious?
That is wild.
That unexpected.
Unexpected, unfortunate, and SNHU, they want to turn this around. They're popping the tour de force. They know that it's winnable. It's 2v2.
Spike
even
planted.
Both players take the teleporter. That's a lot of noise. Give it up to them. They know they're going to be coming from this angle. But they want to look for a
Teleport's ready.
With this tour de force.
This is
Flash, if you're paying attention. Somebody could either opening here. Hug the wall, Flash. Let's yeah, the whole alive. Agri body block C-Dubs out of the corner. That's practically a team kill.
There's another flash. Come out here. It's a full flash. Nobody holds down the trigger. Does take down Chisada, but Kosti is there and he's ready. DePaul are running away with it right now.
They just understand it. That is 8 rounds in a row for DePaul so far. Absolutely clinical turnaround here. All full guns, full armor, lot of cash in the bank. And SNHU, this death ball that they're effectively doing, I mean, I've seen this in hero shooters.
Yeah.
Valorant is a hero shooter by the loosest definition of the term, but apparently it is still just working. All 5 people take one lane, and it almost hits them, but they just continue to win these rounds, these hard stacks.
Yeah, their positioning here, I mean, it's definitely open to a lot of exploitation here from SNHU, but fortunately for them, they've just been winning fights. This is the biggest thing you can do in this game. You know, it doesn't matter how great your positioning is if you just win every single fight you take.
A lot of strength to stop this. If Satchel swell to stop it, you know they at least delayed it, but Kaz finds C-Dubs, Agrin now.
Right there, Agrin!
Managed to win it. They're still delaying the time, but they're for another minute, but Macron maybe can make reactions.
One enemy remaining.
Seeker's going out, trying to find the last person. Hilton's able to take down Chisada. SNHU break the cold streak. Now 7-10, but finally getting things going again.
I honestly think if SNHU lose that round, they lose the game.
Yeah.
Their economy would have been devastated. You can already see they're really strapped on cash right now. If they had to save the next round, then it would have been 12-7, and they would have had to win 5 straight. We know that they are a momentum-heavy team. They always have been. The roster is effectively the same core as last time, with Macron moving up and Hilton moving in. That's not going to change the way that they play.
You want to play? Let's play.
So they desperately needed that round. They got it. We'll see what can happen here if they. So, you know, it is a bit of a change. DePaul has round. Still will just be C-Dubs to delay them, with Hilton playing this kind of aggressive hookah position, denying them this space. But C-Dubs still has to get it. No. There.
Coffee pushing up, able to get behind them, but Kaz with a sucker punch takes them down. And now it's a 3 versus 4. Jelly's actually able to get this spike down, but SNHU are having a tough time actually getting back near point. Ghosty taking a shot, but Agrin finds an opening. Now going in with the showstopper. That's to find Jelly, is able to get it. That's a direct hit, but Kaz is going to punish him for that one.
Toxin screen down.
Trying to work around this Viper's pit. Hilton
One
been
enemy
through a few of
remaining.
these. Kaz goes down, but Chisato is quick on it, and Hilton didn't have his exact location there. DePaul now 1 round away from threatening match point.
And I think really smart, use the dismiss. They have one soul on the ground, right? Grab that, go in, spot him, force Hilton to reposition, and then be in a tough spot, kind of limited. You know, there's a lot more places I think someone could be seeing you up top than otherwise. You have to really take off the surprise factor there and be aiming already in the right spot here. But SNHU will be able to mostly buy Agrin. They have a Stinger in one hand. Agrin's going to get the Sheriff here, but again, they're kind of forcing up here. This is another must win for them. They just lost all the momentum they had. It's hard pivot from Hilton. They're rotating A, but it's not really the right place to be. This fight is over by either one. This Dubs once again. It looks like SNHU is already pivoting back.
C-Dubs here. He's in a very good spot. 2 Lears go out. No more for the rest of this. Ghosty catches a glimpse of him. Backing up, is able to destroy that rendezvous. Ghosty now kind of stranded in that position, but the smoke goes out while the rest of the ball starts to move in. Hilton goes down that dude. Tiger tries to break in, but misses his shots, and Chisato puts him down. C-Dub is able to take down Jelly, but Ghosty makes good on that trade. SNHU is
Spike planted.
for the front push forward, and Kaz just sprays down 2.
And a
Match point.
complete change in story. 21 kills for Ghosty and Kaz here. Not a lot of guns up for SNHU. They really can't buy much. That force has devastated them going into the final round potentially. So what do they have weapon-wise? No weapon ults.
They've got
Go away
Astral
from the
Divide
forward.
ready. They can try and control the range of these engagements using that, but
True.
really it's going to be tough for them. They're not going to have any other ultimates this round. They're going to have to rely on these eco weapons to really pull a lot of weight, and the utility. This Astral Divide that comes out needs to be crucial if they invest it, which hopefully they do. It'd be very unfortunate if Coffee were to go down before they can get that out.
How they play it. It's actually already knocked down to half. Macron ends up going down here. Coffee does. Stay alive, but only Bulldog
Ooh.
save as well. Ghosty kill the Marshall, finishing it off. But it is still a 3 versus 2 with a site that is one of the hardest to win.
Spike
Where everything's said, and the Empress popped by Kaz.
Yeah,
Last
Hilton's got a
player
judge
standing.
as well. From the last player alive, the last hope is a judge. This could be rough.
I know where he is too. I mean, Hilton's played this every single round, but throwing out these Vipers twice. Hilton's went there, and what a straight
Attackers win.
knocked down into Paul with a unreal comeback.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. Definitely a very heavily attacking sided team. That Reyna, you know, we had a lot of doubts about her going into it. Defending side, I think she did a great job at just lasting, getting some good impact in there. But on the attacking side is when they really began to show up and really began to get a ton of value out of their abilities.
Yeah, we talk about the snowball. We talk about the value in general, right? Like you said, I mean, they started to figure it out sort of halfway into that defensive side, but there wasn't a lot stopping them really early. But I think the near sites that they placed forced people to play back around corners, to let that Reyna come in and know where the engagement was going to go from. I think really well done by them, and kind of playing that mirror comp, saying, hey, look, we can take our own style on this comp that you're also playing and make it work.
Absolutely, and I think that DePaul had such a really strong play style that we saw in a lot of those rounds. They played so fast, they played so aggressive, they were overwhelming. So really great job to them. That was an amazing game to watch from them. Amazing game to watch from our SNHU Blue team as well. Had a really great first half of that game, I thought. Really great showing from a team that we haven't got to see. I mean, we only got to see one game from them tonight, unfortunately, because the other one was a forfeit in our favor. But unfortunate that the second half had to go the way it did, but GG's to DePaul. That's going to be the last game for us of the night, but if you want more, you can check out our Twitter at /SNHU Esports for any sort of updates on match times or upcoming matches or upcoming events, as well as clips from the games themselves. There was a lot of good ones from earlier tonight, so go check those out. Retweet those, like those. They're awesome clips. We were watching those over the entire break. We are
engagement farming right now.
Like them and retweet them now. And also check out our community Discord at discord.gg/SNHU Esports. Should be a lot of stuff happening there in the
bigger soon.
very soon future.
Yes.
But yeah, that's all for us tonight. Tomorrow is Smash at 7 and 8 p.m. But until
Oh, I also wanted to say,
Yeah, go ahead.
events-wise, I want to say thank you everyone who showed up on Saturday for the Multiverses tournament.
Absolutely.
It was a really fun one. We are looking to be doing, we have a tournament organizer on staff now, on student staff, like just to put together tournaments. So there's going to be more of that. So please keep an eye on our socials and you will find out when those are happening and how you can participate.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a ton of fun over the weekend for that. And if this is a every weekend thing, I don't know if there will be a tournament on stream every weekend, but there will definitely be something happening in here every single weekend. So keep your eye on our Twitter once again and our community Discord. You'll see them in both of those places. But yeah, that's all for us tonight. Until tomorrow, Smash, 7 and 8 p.m. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day.